There is no better way to grow as a person than to do every day something you hate. Life is one big tug of war between mediocrity and trying to find your best self. Never let people who choose the path of least resistance steer you away from your chosen path of most resistance. Everybody comes to a point in their life when they want to quit, but it's what you do at that moment that determines who you are. We all have the ability to come from nothing to something. I don't stop when I'm tired, I stop when I'm done. Be more than motivated, be more than driven, become literally obsessed to the point where people think you're fucking nuts. Don't focus on what you think you deserve. Take aim at what you are willing to earn. Nobody cares what you did yesterday. What have you done today to better yourself? Comfort zones. If you live in one too long, that becomes your norm. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. If you want to get better, do the things that no one else wants to do. Do the things that no one is even thinking about doing. I thought I'd solve a problem when really I was creating new ones by taking the path of least resistance. Read a record number of books in a given month. If you're focused on intellectual growth, train yourself to study harder and longer than ever before. I'm different than most people. When I cross the finish line of a big race, I see that people are ecstatic, but I'm thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's as if my journey is everlasting and there's no finish line. If you don't challenge yourself, you don't know yourself. It's so easy to be great these days because everyone else is so weak. From the time you take your first breath, you become eligible to die. You also become eligible to find your greatness and become the one warrior. But it is up to you to equip yourself for the battle ahead. No one is going to come help you. No one's coming to save you. It's possible to transcend anything that doesn't kill you. Very few people know how the bottom feels, but I do. It's like quicksand. It grabs you, sucks you under, and won't let go. When life is like that, it's easy to drift and continue to make the same comfortable choices that are killing you over and over again. The only thing more contagious than a good attitude is a bad one. If you're not physically and mentally prepared for what life is going to throw at you, then you're just going to crumble, and then you're no good to nobody. We're either getting better or we're getting worse. It's time to go to war with yourself. Most of us, we live in a box and we don't want to go out of that box at all, ever. Outside of that box is all these possibilities of life, but what we do is shackle our mind and we are a prisoner in our own mind. To develop an armored mind, a mindset so calloused and hard that it becomes bulletproof, you need to go to the source of all your fears and insecurities. Denial is the ultimate comfort zone. Only when you identify and accept your weaknesses will you finally stop running from your past. Greatness pulls mediocrity into the mud. Get out there and get after it. Only you can master your mind, which is what it takes to live a bold life filled with accomplishments most people consider beyond their capability. Pain unlocks a secret doorway in the mind, one that leads to both peak performance and beautiful silence. Everything in life is a mind game. Whenever we get swept under by life's dramas, large and small, we are forgetting that no matter how bad the pain gets, no matter how harrowing the torture, all bad things end. You're probably living at about 40% of your true capability. The worst thing that can happen to a man is to become civilized. The mind is the most powerful thing in the world. The only way that you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is by suffering. You have to suffer in order to grow. Some people get it, some people don't. We live in a world where a lot of people need goals, motivation, and a lot of other words to get started. It's just a big excuse to not get started. Suffering is the true test of life. Most people who doubt you because they can never see themselves doing what you are trying to do. A warrior is not a person that carries a gun. The biggest war you ever go through is right between your own ears. It's in your mind. We're all going through a war in our mind, and we have to callous our minds to fight that war and to win that war. A lot of people put motivational quotes up on the wall, and all they do is collect dust. Become what that quote says. Live it every day. Be true to whoever or whatever you are and wear it like a badge of honor. Fit in with one person and one person only, yourself. My work ethic is the single most important factor in all of my accomplishments. I seem to annoy people just by doing me. Well, guess what? A lot of people annoy the hell out of me by not working to their full potential, being lazy and making excuses for their lot in life. When you fall down, focus on the solution, not the problem. You might quit or fail 100 times. Keep that clear picture of where you want to be. There's so much poison that people are feeding people's minds these days. People want to see you lesser than them. A lot of people want to see you on your back. Be careful who you listen to in this world. They may very well be the infection that keeps your brain sedentary. We can always become stronger and more agile mentally and physically. We can always become more capable and more reliable. Since that's the case, we should never feel that our work is done. There's always more to do. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . We need to surround ourselves with people who will tell us what we need to hear, not what we want to hear, but at the same time not make us feel we're up against the impossible. Thicken your skin, become more of a human being. Don't be afraid of the reflection in the mirror. To exist in this world, we must contend with humiliation, broken dreams, sadness, and loss. That's just nature. Each specific life comes with its own personalized portion of pain. It's coming for you. You can't stop it, and you know it. We all need to start looking at obstacles very differently in life. Obstacles are purely hidden opportunities. Show people, don't tell people. We are all guilty of allowing so-called experts, or just people who have more experience in a given field than we do, to cap our potential. Self-talk and visualization are the two keys to my success.